Check, 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 check. Good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brady's Run Ice Arena for the first game of 2025 as the Buffalo Tempest play your Iron City Forge. I'm Cade McCroy, alongside me, Caleb McCabe. Some new faces joining the Forge here today, with Daniel Schmidt joining the team and two IUP alumni, Matt Klinger and Dom Glavich. You and I have both seen a lot of Dom Glavich in our RMU days. That kid is something special.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big help here for sure. All three of them will be. They'll be very helpful for the Forge.
Buffalo will be to the right of us in their blue jerseys, and to the left will be Iron City in their whites. And we do have a special guest that will be joining us on ice here for a ceremonial puck drop between the captains, and that is 2009 Stanley Cup champion Tyler Kennedy. So cool to see a former Penguin taking part in this new APHL action.
Yeah, it's always cool to see any former Stanley Cup champion.
Iron City's starting lineup to our left. Danny Soltez, the IUP alum, gets the start. Michael Jordan, one of the leading goal scorers for Iron City, gets the start. And Daniel Schmidt, the newcomer, gets a start in the opening tag. 25, Isaac Stevens. I meant to say Glavich. 91, Danny Michael. A little confusion on the line. It's Benny Cunningham with Kurt Schmidt and Dom Glavich.
It's the first game of the new year. We're still dialing it in.
Gotta get the new jerseys in. I know Glavich and Klinger look to make their spot on the roster. Schmidt as well. Trying to go on the fly here of adding to this team. So you see behind the bench, Brandon Weimersker is taking over coaching duties today. A Stanley Cup winner. A player who has played with Penguins 527 games. This player was drafted in 2004. He scored 89 goals and 215 points over his 9 seasons in the NHL. Please welcome number 48, Tyler Kennedy. There is Tyler Kennedy. The former Penguin will waddle his way onto the ice. And the captains will get the ceremonial puck drop in. It'll be won by Schmidt. But really cool to see. If all things go according to plan with our stream, Tyler Kennedy will join me in the second period for part of the game. And here's Rylan Schmidt, the junior player of the game, who will make his way onto the ice with Captain Kurt. Gets a huge applause from the crowd.
And now the national anthem. And we'll be right back for the first period.
This time, see, please rise as your remembrance and open to direct your attention to the flag to up on center ice for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raging, the bomb bursting, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, stars in your veins.
Anthem complete as we get set for the Tempest and Forge here from Brady's Run Arena. In net for Buffalo will be Chris Burkle. His first start of the season, his only other appearance came in relief with a 17-save shutout performance in that time. Danny Soltes making his third start of the season, or fourth start, I should say, as an 0-2 record, a 5.25 and 8.73. Not sure if the numbers are entirely right, because they have messed up some goalie stats, but regardless, it's been one of the main reasons Iron City's been able to stay in these games.
Yeah. That 5.25 goals against may look deceiving, but that 8.37 save percentage tells me he's facing a lot of shots.
Just under 50 saves against Toledo in one of their closest matchups of the year. And puck is down. Schmidt wins it back to, well, Schmidt will bank this one off the wall, and Buffalo will retreat back. Scardino moves it through center. Jordan there to take it away. He'll play it down low. Walking into the net, a save made by Burkle. Cunningham works this one up high over to Schmidt. His shot through traffic, blocked incidentally by Glavich. Glavich behind the net for Schmidt. He'll body around the puck and leave it behind the net. Schmidt looking. Has a man in front lining up. Jordan shot through the glove and it goes in. Michael Jordan finds the back of the net, and the Forge get the party started early.
What a start for the Forge. Immediately get on the forecheck and bury a quick one.
Michael Jordan's fourth of the season, and a beauty at that from a shot from the point.
It's exactly how you draw it up. Exactly the way you want to start.
They might give credit to Cunningham as he reached in at the last second, but that'll be a referee decision. Regardless, Jordan with a phenomenal start to this game. If you do remember, against the last opponent in Summit City, Iron City got going with a 1-0 lead, and then Summit City responded with 11 unanswered. So the starts have been good as of recently. It's a matter now if Iron City can hold on to a lead.
You aren't going to win very much if you're giving up 11 unanswered goals.
No, that's the second of the back-to-back. Everyone's tired, and of course, you have a guy like Stratford Oilers, and then on the other end, you get a little...
That always makes it a little worse.
Down the offensive zone, the Tempest play this down low on the half circle. Down low, a chance for Granville. Granville looking, shot. Rolls behind the net. Perez, sharp angles, plays it up high. Shots, and it goes in. Deflected off someone in front, and just like that, Buffalo gets it back on the board. Kyle Granville, the captain, with his 7th of the season.
Yeah, that's not what you want, the shift following a goal. any coach will say that the shift immediately following the goal is the most important to keep up the momentum and not have that happen.
A tough break for Iron City. Off the draw one by the Tempest, Wilkins. Through center, past Mancini all the way down. And Vo will be the first to it. Towards Mancini, he gets roughed up along the wall. Up high to the point. Ventura shot through traffic, pad saved by Soltes, pushed off to the corner.
6 seconds.
Vo will hold on to it. Offsides are the Tempest. Will now get back. Sent all the way.
6 seconds.
Ventura first to it. Up the wall for Whipple. Lets it go off for Kiffner. Taken away by Hoffman to Mancini. Back to Hoffman. Will bat that one down and Whipple will retreat behind his own net. Running up is Zapata. Or excuse me, that was Shoot with a big check there. Vogt. Kicked away by Wilkins. And it'll be chipped in. Buffalo will go change. Whipple, the lone man out there to keep the pressure on. Shoot for Mancini. All the way back to Vogt. One touch is for Dixon in the way. And now turning in is the Tempest on sides. Here's Jordan. Plays it up the wall for Mancini. Back to Jordan. Gets tripped up. And too many men on the ice for Iron City. That was clear as day. 6 guys.
Yeah, even I saw that one. I was looking at our roster sheet we have.
So to the penalty kill goes Iron City. D from the left circle here with Perez. No, not Perez. Seems like it'll be Logar, the one to take the draw.
2 minutes for too many men on the ice.
We wait for the penalty to get on the board. No last-second changes to the broadcast, of course. Includes a makeshift camera and a lot of problems. So we're making do. We know we don't have a scoreboard, so we'll keep track of that as we go along. So we do apologize.
We'll keep you updated on it, though.
Yeah. Things out of our control, to say the least.
Yeah.
Power play is a go for Buffalo. To the point, Granville. Walks to the top of the circle, plays down low to Perez, now up high to Granville once more. Through the middle, taken away, Jordan can clear. Houlihan backpedaling. Over for Granville. Looking to set it up for Buffalo, off the wall, and now the other way. Herncheck plays it in front, looking for his man Houlihan, and tipped wide. To the top of the point, Logar. Logar looking, takes the shot through Soltes and squeaks in. Andrew Logar's 5th of the season on the power play. It's 2 on Buffalo.
That is an avoidable goal against there. Don't put yourself in that shorthanded penalty or shorthanded situation. Sorry, and you'd like a save on that one as well.
It's early lead taken away once again for Iron City, and now they have to battle back. Schmidt tips it forward for Myers. Myers caught in his skates. Stepping up Mancini, here comes a break the other way. Out comes Soltes to play it. Has some miscue, turns it over. At the point, floating it down to Brian Loso. Over to Houlihan. We'll take this one behind the net and around. We'll look to swing it up high. Shot coming in, saved by Soltes on Perez, and he'll cover up.
Nice and easy rebound save there to get one back.
Reset on the left circle with Granville battling Schmidt, the battle of the captains. Granville, the owner of the Buffalo Tempest. As Cunningham lays the body down, the puck will make its way out to center. Granville walks the line, will send this one in. Back to the point to Loso, barely keeps that one alive. Tipped away there by Glavich. And quickly thrown back in by Buffalo. They'll go for some changes. Glavich looking to walk it in. It'll be back to Bolu. For Salek, and he will sip this one in. Logar now off across the zone blue line. Now center. Works his way in. Will chip it into the zone. Bolu couldn't clear it out. Logar dangling. Will play this one down low. Herncheck. Up high, Logar chance blocked away by Salek. Chip down low. Looking for somewhere to go. Fanning on the attempt. Hoffman will lay the body. To the point. Tattoo. For Cunningham. Off the giveaway, and he'll send this one down. Sorrow. Clears to center. Cunningham jousting with Logar. Logar continuing his stride. Conley will be out. Conley across the blue line takes the shot. Deflected and almost worked its way in. Chipped in. And down to Chase's Buffalo. Jason Melanson on the attempt. Shoot picks it up, sends it behind the net for Vogt. Loose in front, Soltez will take care of it, leave it off for Logan Conley. For Shoot. One touch to Zapata. Zapata down the right wall will make a move around one, will chase it down behind the net. Zapata takes away the check. Mancini for Shoot. Shoot looks to go back one more time, no one there. And Buffalo can clear it out of the zone. Here's Kiffner. We'll send it down. Out comes Soltez. He'll make the stop there on the corner shot. Vogt for Shoot. Rolls back behind that for Vogt. Myers shakes off a check, and now Shoot will pick it up, has some steam, and will backhand this one to center. Tyler Hoffman has this pass intercepted, and it'll be set down the length of the ice for Buffalo so they can get some changes. Some nice stretch here of some back and forth.
Yeah. It's been a good, since that second goal, it's been some good back and forth hockey here.
Here's Myers' shot, and this goes wide of the net. Now the other way. Battle for the puck. Jordan gets there first and can play it into the Buffalo zone. They look to clear. Myers will just throw this one back in, and Iron City will change.
It's been a solid stretch here for the Forge. Just trying to reestablish themselves after those two quick goals against.
Back is Daniel Schmidt, the newcomer. Will chip it off the wall to Coulter. Leaves it off for Klinger. Coulter for Jordan. On his backhand, puts one on. Save made by Burkle. Dixon keeps it alive at the blue line. Takes the shot through traffic. Bounces off a Tempest player. Looking to kick it out. Dixon keeps it alive. Klinger look to go wide to Coulter. Pass broken up. Will still stay in Tempest zone. Coulter, long chance. And Burkle will hold on for the save. 12:29 to go. Shots even apiece, 4-4, but the Tempest up 2-1.
The temperature in this game is rising as well. I saw 4 for the Tempest. Trying to fight someone on the Forge. I couldn't see who it was. And give what looked like Michael Jordan a shot in the shin pads as he was coming back on defense.
We'll see if anything boils over as the Forge have a handful of fights to their name. There's a shot coming in, and Zach Perez will net that one home. It's 3-1 Buffalo.
That's a tough one to break through. To let him get through 3 or 4 defenders and to sneak it past your goaltender. The Forge just need one shift here just to stop the bleeding and try to turn this around a little bit.
3-1 Buffalo, and they're looking to make it 4. A chance off the face-off forehand chance. Soltez sliding across to make the save. A great plus chance for Mike Houlihan.
That's a huge save for Soltez. That one's so important. 4 quick goals like that can easily take your team out of the game.
The Tempest have not played a game since November 24th. And I thought it'd be something to talk about going into the start of this game. And boy, was I wrong. They've come out flying since that first goal.
Yeah, you would think you'd start a little slower, not having played for over a month.
And now a break the other way. Down the right wall. Dropped off to Granville. Granville waiting shot. That one rings off the backboards. Love to work up high. Kept alive by Houlihan. Down low to Losel. For Perez. Perez looking to go upstairs. Ends up into the netting and out of play.
It's not a bad decision. With Soltesz being a smaller goaltender, that's I like the decision. He just missed it.
Be a face-off in the Buffalo's zone. Or excuse me, it'll go outside. We'll say Buffalo's own doing. No sticks to break that up. It'll be Sal executed on with Zapata and Connolly. Quickly thrown in odd net. Soltesz kind of caught sleeping, but gets across for the save.
He just got back for that one to get ready for it.
You know, as a goaltender, sometimes in games like this, you may get caught sleeping at some points.
I always hate the neutral zone face-offs because you never know when someone just throws it on the net unexpectedly.
But luckily for Soltesz, can get there for the stop. With a 3-1 deficit for Iron City here at the 11-minute mark. Here's Jordan. Walks his way over to Conley. Conley sprung free for Zapata. Zapata back for Jordan. Shot blocked away. Laying down the body, Angelo Sorrow, and he'll turn a chance the other way for Logar. Look to dangle in, denied by Sal, getting back. And now behind that, Iron City looks to regroup.
Michael Jordan, that puck just rolled off his stick there on that chance.
Jordan holding while his team changes. 5 on the ice, they're good to go. Myers ships it in. It'll roll towards it, and a chance for a Hoffman shot, and it goes off the wide boards. A-plus opportunity for Tyler Hoffman. And he'll continue digging around the wall. Here's Danny Bolu. Look for a deflection. Hoffman got a piece of it, but not enough to put that one on net. Ventura plays this one back to Sorrow. All the way up ice, stepping up is Schmidt. Provides some contact. And now Mancini. All the way back for Bolu. Bolu for Mancini through center. Will chip it in, and off the chase is Hoffman. It'll roll on the net. Merkel will cover up here, 9:55.
Schmidt started to look like he was losing an edge or something on that one skate blade. I believe his right skate blade, it looked like. Something to watch there and deal with in the intermission for sure.
Makeshift equipment managers have to be on standby.
Yeah.
As you see Mancini on the draw there, giving a little shove to Houlihan. Or excuse me, that was Aaron Ventura. So we'll see if they decide to go off the draw. They do not, but they'll still pushing and shoving in front of that net. Mancini plays it behind the net. Digging for it. It will pop out and will go off into the corner, stepping down his Vogt. Gives it off to Myers. Vogt kicking into the corner. Myers sends it down behind the left board. Mancini held up by Wilkins. Ventura to clear, gets through Vogt, and this will be an icing on the Tempest. As they try to get Ventura off the ice, the referee was right saying, "Nope, get back on."
The officials are all over it. They're not sneaking anyone away.
Greg Vogt was also pointing, so that might have helped a little bit. Like, him,
Yeah.
take 18.
That might help. If you're gonna try to sneak, at least try to pick someone who's like the same height. The guy they tried to sneak was like maybe 5 inches taller.
In that case, did not work.
Makes it a little easier for the officials. If the guy they're trying to sneak on is a 1.5 feet taller.
In that case, no go. But now they can finally get the change off the clear. So no harm, no foul. A turnover. Here's Whipple waiting for his teammates. We'll just have to dangle and place this behind the net. Now we'll head off for the change. Behind the net, down goes the Forge player. It'll pop out. Skating is Coulter. He'll take a whack at it, and it'll pop free at center ice. Dominchik will send this one in. Back is Schmidt to play it. Schmidt for Kurt Schmidt. He'll get that turned over, and Dominchik will play this one off into the corner. Jordan up for Dixon. Dixon will flip this one forward to Klinger. Klinger will put this one on net, and he gets bodied into the wall hard. Kurt Schmidt off the give and go. Wrap around Tempest. And a early whistle. And that could have been an A+ chance for Matt Klinger to get his first.
Quick whistle there. Klinger took a heavy hit and then almost went and got his first for the Forge.
So referees will laugh it off. It'll stay in the Tempest zone. Schmidt wins it to the wall. Look to go up high. Tempest read it. We'll take this one to center. Here's Jordan for Cunningham. Cunningham down the left wall looking for Kurt Schmidt. A bouncing puck. He'll turn, put it on net. Jordan's attempt and stopped by Burkle. A+ execution.
That was a deceptively good chance for Michael Jordan in front. With just like a little touch pass shot, it looked like on the net. To try to just catch the goalie sleeping.
Schmidt wins it back. Lavish shot. And that one will deflect its way into the netting. We know that end of the ice is a little hard to see with no cameraman to man us right now. And just a very widespread GoPro that we're kind of stuck using. There's a chance walking in. Perez makes Soltesz miss. And his second of the game, and a beautiful goal at that for Zach Perez.
That one's a beauty.
Perez is only second game of the season and 2 goals in the opening 12 minutes.
That one's a nice one. That one will be seen for a while.
Salek on the draw, look to go to Zapata. Salek now will pick it up, work his way into the zone. Shot hits off the Tempest defender. Behind that, Salek first to it. Plays it around the wall. Waiting there is Houlihan. Houlihan dangling. Will take it across the blue line. Now center. And into the zone he comes. Houlihan puts it on. Soltesz save. Salek picking it up now. 7:15 to go. Here in period 1 with a 4-1 Buffalo lead. Perez to the top of the circle. Will kick it for Granville. Granville shot look to go upstairs and around. It'll go all the way back into the Buffalo zone.
He had that angle up over the blocker as well. He would have hit it. He had it.
Stepping up was Hoffman. Sorrow gets it across. Shot is blocked away. Hoffman for Jordan. Jordan steaming down the right wall. Looking towards the net. Blocked away. Jordan wrap around, puts it on. Saved by Burkle. Stretching across. Jordan holding it at the blue line. We'll give it off to Tyler Hoffman. He'll wind up a shot. Pad save. Bouncing. Goes over the net. Almost had a chance to trickle through.
Almost went in the exact same way the first one did. Just up and over.
Daniel Schmidt stepping up. Man gets around him. 3-on-2 the other way. Holding a shot. And it goes wide over the net from Jason Melanson.
I think that one rang off the iron a little bit too.
Hoffman gets it to center. Will send it in. He gets taken down hard by Wilkins. Stretch past the center. Goes past the stick of Logar. Foot race. He'll get around Hoffman, but Denny Beaulieu, fresh off the bench, will break it up. Behind the net, wraparound attempt. Saved by Soltesz on the Tempest, and they'll cover up here. 5:42 to go. You look at the shot total. The Forge are leading 13-11.
Yeah, just a few pretty simple mistakes that have led to a couple of goals. And a couple things to clean up here for the Forge at their first game back in action in a while.
Coulter on the draw will lose it. And the roll behind that, Soltesz will leave it off. Be turned over to Whipple. It's stood up by Klinger. Beaulieu to clear. Can bounce this one to center. Ventura will sky this one into the zone. Dixon for Coulter. Across for Klinger. Pass just behind him. Ventura gets bodied away by Beaulieu. Wasn't a flashy hit, but an effective one.
Looked like he almost caught his knee or his foot a little bit on it.
Coulter for Bolu. Looked for the middle, a miscommunication between Klinger and Dixon, as otherwise that was a wide open slot chance.
I think Klinger thought he was going to cover for him defensively because he looked like he was going to vacation the way he was skating.
Into the zone, Burkle will play off for his defense. Around the wall, Iron City changing. Has 5 guys on the ice. No too many men's there. Ventura backpedaling. Will clear it to center. As he wanted to miscure cross there with Kiffner. Shoot. Up for Cunningham. Dances his way into the zone. Cunningham for Kurt Schmidt. Schmidt walks in shot. High over the glove. Shoot. Behind the net. Looks up high. Has Glavich, a ripper. And you can hear that one all the way up here. A block for Whipple, and he'll go right to the bench. Vogt. Around for Shoot. Behind that again for Vogt. Dominchak the first two. Puts it in front, looking for Granville. Deflected away. Losel at the point. Bodied by Cunningham. Will have Glavich to help him. Loses his stick, but it exits the zone. Icing on Iron City.
Going forward in this period, or into the end of this period, if Iron City isn't able to score a goal, they have to at least stop the bleeding here and get out of this one at 4-1. Scoring a goal would be nice to cut into the deficit.
Yeah, 4-1 lead on Buffalo's favor with just under 4 minutes to go. As Iron City got the goal scoring going early, and now 4 unanswered from Buffalo. And a lot of them is we're a little bit of a stretch here. We've gone quiet in the goal column for a minute.
Yeah, it's been about 10 minutes maybe.
Probably. Because Iron City looks to change that with Jordan as that top unit onto the ice. Cunningham. Down low for Conley. Conley. Back for Cunningham. Will now take it down low in front for Kirchschmidt. Shot. Pad saved by Burkle.
Beauty of a save there.
As Burkle, kind of known as the third goalie on this team, gets the nod here. And now dancing in Granville, penalty coming up. Rebound pops out and they'll score. Kyle Granville's second of the game. 5-1 Buffalo.
Just as I finished saying it about getting out of the period at 4-1, the Fords give up another one. With just over 3 minutes to go.
Granville's second of the game and 8th of the season. And now face off here between Salek and Granville. As Iron City trying to stop the bleeding here in period 1. Shot on net, stick saved by Soltez. Bolu first to it along the wall. Salek trying to dig it out. He'll eventually pop free. To the point, winding up Wilkins' shot, he scores. Kyle Wilkins with an absolute beam shot. And Soltez had no idea it was coming. That's Wilkins' first of the season. They're going to grab that puck.
Yeah, they're grabbing that puck. And we're going to see a goalie change here.
Looks like Richie Vitek's going to make his way onto the ice.
And I think that one's the right decision. 6 goals on 16 shots is that one's a stat killer for sure.
Yeah, it really is. So Richie Vitek, with his first appearance of the season, played with the Pittsburgh River Monsters last year, and now will get his first opportunity with Iron City on the year. Maybe off the draw, Perez will take it back. Now across center, into the zone, all 5 Forge players surrounding him. Shoot, plays it down low, Houlihan there to take it away. Houlihan, stutter stepping. Dancing in a phone booth, Shoot will eventually knock it off his stick. And now Shoot gets tripped up behind the net. We'll hold on to that puck. And now kick it out to Granville. Granville dances around Vogt. Looking up high for Sorrow, and the left exit the zone.
Buffalo goal is scored by number 16.
Houlihan drops off for Sorrow. Stretch pass. Logar shot. Saved by Vitek. Hits off the inside of his pack.
That's a unconventional save, we'll say, to start off his night.
They always say the first save and coming in relief is huge, and I guess that's how you're going to take it.
I mean, they don't ask how.
It helps the stat pad to at least get a couple of saves in your name to start. Here's a chance for another shot there comes in, saved by Vitek, rebound pops out, and Vitek will cover up on Melanson. 1:21 to go.
Vitek, he looks like a goalie coming in relief. With that first save, I think he kicked with the inside of his leg. Second save, bouncing right off his chest, right back to the shooter. And then controlling it on the third time around.
It's hard to come in cold. You got to give the guy a lot of credit.
Oh, it's horrible. It's the worst thing to do as a goaltender.
It's also his first time being dressed as well.
Yeah, it's not an easy situation for him to come into.
Some warm-ups in between the periods and a couple of easier attempts. So Richie settle into the net here. Here's Logar's shot. And that's what you need, a nice little pass stop there for Vitek.
Controlled rebound, nice save.
All the way back is Scardino, poke it forward for Melanson. Turned over to Bolu, quickly up to Coulter. Joe Coulter will send this into the zone. Part of the U.S. Armed Forces, helped out in a hurricane relief down in the Carolinas a couple of months ago. So a national hero.
Yeah.
Playing on the ice here for Iron City this season. Here's Melanson shot, save made by Vitek. Scardino, just beyond his own blue line, goes across the Ventura, pressured by Cunningham. Schmidt gets off the turnover. Quickly up to Cunningham off the inside of his skate. Glavich will pickpocket him. 8 seconds left in the period. Turnover. Shot coming in. Vitek makes the save, and then it bounces his way in. Spencer Herncheck slips it through Vitek's 5-hole. It's 7-1 Buffalo.
That one is an awful turnover in front. They were trying to spring Glavich for a break towards the end of the period, and it gets picked off in the slot and goes back the other way.
So at the end of one, 7-1 Buffalo, and you can't write the script any better if you're a Tempest fan. After you give up a very early goal and 7 unanswered, it's the identical script, as I said earlier, with Summit City from last week. An early 1-0 lead in the opening couple of minutes, and then just a bunch of unanswered goals.
Yeah.
A lot of work needs to be done in the second here for Iron City. Their lone goal from Michael Jordan. As on the other side, Kyle Granville gets a carry pair, as well as Perez. Goal from Andrew Logar, as well as Kyle Wilkins' first of his career, and then just moments ago, Spencer Herncheck. And that's one in for his 13th of the season. We'll step aside. We'll be back for the second period in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Top dog spirit official part of your City Forge. Buffalo goal scored by number 19, Spencer Ribzak, assists by number 23, Andrew Logar. Time of the goal, 19:58. Ribzak from Logar at 19:58.
Welcome back to the second period of play here between Buffalo and Iron City. It is 7-1 favor of the Tempest, and if you're watching this over the Steeler game, one, props to you, and two, it's 10-7 Cincinnati at the moment.
That's not good. Neither one of the scores are very good.
Hopefully, one can change here. Here's a pad off the draw, and an early chance almost goes Iron City's way. Down behind the net, it'll be picked up here as they'll look to clear forward. Off the high boards, it'll stay in play. Actually, no, it won't. There will be a souvenir for one lucky fan who wants to get up and grab it.
If you are wondering as well, for the USA World Junior Championship, it is 2-1 America in the second period against Czechia.
Okay, I like that.
Winner will play Finland in the championship.
Something that I was able to watch before coming here to the rink. A very entertaining game.
Yeah, I heard you got a shootout and everything.
With about under a minute to go, Finland getting the OT winner. Two Penguin prospects playing for them, Callie Kangas and Emil Pien and Niemi.
Haven't seen a Penguin prospect in the World Junior Tournament in a long time.
Hey, Tanner Howe was playing for Canada, but they lost to Czechia.
They went out in the most embarrassing way possible.
Yes, it's rough for Canada.
Which really brought joy to my heart to watch.
It really did.
I loved every second of it.
I'm sure fans on both teams here can agree to that.
That is something we can all agree on.
That and
Watching
America.
the Canadians lose.
That and hopefully the U.S. winning tonight. And only in this game, only one team can win, and Buffalo is making a commanding effort in that category with a 7-1 lead, with a lot of them coming in the early stages of this hockey game after Iron City opened the scoring with Michael Jordan. Now looking to get something going in the early stages of period two. Their specialties, beginning of periods and ending periods. Just do it a couple of times, maybe that deficit starts to disappear.
They're going to need to play it in the middle of the periods, too, and not give up 7 unanswered.
Dom Glavich and I to keep an eye on, wearing 81 for Iron City today. He was one of the best players in IUP's history. He'll love this down, backhanded on net, and a save by Burkle. Teammates with goaltender Danny Soltes, who exited the game with Richie Vitek. Starting now for Iron City, with a big hit thrown by Kurt Schmidt. Through the middle, Cunningham plays it off into the corner. And he'll whack at this one. Glavich, I believe, the only player on Iron City as well that's going with the full cage, or I should say the bubble.
I believe he is, yeah.
The shot by Bolu, stretching out his Burkle to make the save. He'll cover up here at 17:58.
Thank you to our box sponsor, Myers Roofing. Box are available for purchase at all 4 tones.
We talked with PA announcer Austin McLean in the intermission. He said, you have to feel a fight's coming at some point, right? Is that something you can agree with here?
Yeah, for sure. You lose 7-1, it starts to make you a little mad. And when that happens, I like personally just to beat someone up. So I imagine a number of the Forge players agree with me.
Corey Myers, one of the guys who could be involved, and then that pops off as one of the Tempest players will get caught up in it.
I think Ty Hoffman agrees with me. As I finish saying that, he runs a Tempest player through the net.
Ty Hoffman has a fight to his name. So does Anthony Mancini, as well as Myers, who's dropped back to defense. So there's technically 4 forwards on the ice for the Iron City unit. I was going to say for Coach Cunningham, but that's just not the case anymore, as he stepped down from his duties.
I believe he's now with us in the stands.
Yes. But Brandon Weimersker and Rick Zapata are the ones manning the bench today. And it seems to be coaching by committee will be the way that the Forge will roll the rest of the season. Mancini collects it at the point. Plays it down low for Hoffman. He'll bounce out to shoot. And he'll flip this out high to Myers. Myers streaming down the right wall. The cover man of today's lineup post. Mancini puts it on net. Saved there by Burkle. Tempest can clear. You know, if I was Melanson, I could have skated that down to beat the icing. Iron City looked like they wanted to change the defense.
It looked like they did.
So Iron City will complete all their changes.
One of the officials is trying to keep them from changing, thinking they had iced the puck.
It's a new year for everybody. Everyone's getting used to it.
We're all getting into it. We're all getting into it.
7-1 Buffalo here with just 3 minutes gone in the second. A 2-on-1 break, diving down, and they'll score. Logar nets one home, his second of the game. It's 8-1 Buffalo.
Daniel Schmidt sold out for that at the blue line. And missed, I guess, is the way to say that. And sprung the Tempest on a 2-on-0.
Coulter will take the face-off here. Iron City down 7. Looks like it's something going. Jordan takes it across center. Storming into the Buffalo zone. Gets hit off the puck. And now goes down into the wall. Buffalo the other way will turn it in. Chipped in off the wall by Whipple. As Ventura will meet him down there and provide a check on Schmidt. Ventura battling with Klinger. Bounce out to Kiffner. Kiffner autos back in. Get turned over to Coulter. Swing it out wide to Klinger. Klinger chips it into the zone. Iron City will change. Skinning across the Selleck and keep it alive. And now he'll send it the length of the ice. Icing on Buffalo. And Iron City will be able to get the change here at 15:43.
When you're losing by this much, this early into the game, it can get harder and harder to find something to play for. Especially coming off a 13-4 loss to Summit City. But personally, I wouldn't want to lose by double digits. I know that.
Just to keep it close to something.
Yeah, not let them score 10.
It's always a step in the right direction.
Would be my goal. Decrease it from 13.
It's been a couple of games this season where it's been double-digit losses. One to Toledo and one to Summit City each, and the 2 series that have been played so far. So it seems to be a pattern. So with each series, 1 blowout and 1 close game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on the Forge is going to want that to continue past this weekend. Hopefully it keeps going to at least get the close game tomorrow. And pull out a win in that one and then stop the blowout losses.
It'll be a 12:45 start here at the Brady's Run Ice Arena, the final matchup between Buffalo and Iron City on the weekend. They'll play a bunch more times. There's a shot from Glavich saved by Burkle. You know, this opponent was supposed to be the Hudson Valley Vipers, but they folded.
They did fold. I think I saw the text from you at like 12:30 yesterday that said they had folded. I was like, all right, that's what we're doing. Okay. New opponent, new team, new game.
That's a shout out to Buffalo. I mean, only a couple of days' notice.
Really short notice to be able to come on down here.
And they brought a full lineup. I know looking at their matchup a couple of weeks ago against Kalaska, they only brought, I think, 13 players. And now they have a full bench.
Full roster.
So a definite advantage here is it's not like they needed the help. Even with 13 players, they still beat Kalaska 7-3 and 7-4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They're 5-1 on the season. They've had a very good start out of the Tempest. including wins over Toledo, who Lion City met in their first match as a franchise. And Toledo will make their way up here in just a couple weeks' time. And next week, Lion City will head to Summit City for a rematch.
Be able to watch that one on the Trafford Oilers YouTube channel.
As long as he doesn't get another fight.
Yeah, that's where I saw the fight first.
Have his game. He exited a little early. That shot will ricochet almost into our makeshift shop section to the right of us.
Gotta keep your head on a swivel up there.
And defensive zone draw for Iron City. With Salek, Zapata, and Connolly, with Schmidt and Jordan behind them. One by Granville. Conley will poke it free, and will be all over his man, but couldn't keep it in the zone. Zapata will just turn this one on net, and Iron City will go chase. Perez gets that stripped off him. Zapata picks it up, look to shovel into the corner, that's blocked away. We'll go for the clear, stepping up with Schmidt with a big hit, and now a breakaway for Houlihan. Houlihan one-on-one with Vitek, and he goes bar down 9-1.
I was just thinking, too, that outside of that shift they gave up the goal, Iron City has looked a lot better in this period than in the first. But I guess I'll stop thinking that, because I don't think it's helping.
Yeah. An 8-goal deficit here, 13-11 to go. And this second period, turnover. Here's Houlihan, looks to dangle in, and Bolus drags him to the ice. I just want to mention the Collins. I did completely forget the Vipers were the champions last year.
They were.
You wonder the domino effect, as the comment says, down the rest of the APHL.
You know, what I heard is they're having trouble with their Fed team as well, and it just rolls on down.
All part of the arena, and I think some ownership issues as well. But sadly, one less team that both Buffalo and Iron City are both affected of.
Sadly.
A shot from Perez gets deflected by Danny Michael, and how to play that one will go. Danny Michael, interesting story here, Caleb, has his own YouTube channel with about 13,000 subscribers. Yeah. Vlogs every game, every road trip, every part of the being a part of the Iron City Forge. Really cool. Check out Danny Michael's YouTube channel. A lot of behind the scenes that you would not see anywhere else.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There's a vlog of us in Toledo, about 50 minutes long, but I think worth a watch. And then another homestand one that was about 25 minutes long. But of course, I think he'll make one for this as well. He used to play for Kent State's D3 team, something we were both familiar with and seeing.
Yeah.
A lot of Acha boys spread throughout the Iron City lineup.
Whole lot of ACHA players.
Let's bring in a special guest to my left here now. So he'll make his way on to our microphone. Tyler Kennedy, welcome on to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I know score isn't exactly what maybe you were hoping for, but what is your thoughts of the APHL so far?
Exactly. There's actually a lot of skill. Like, I'm surprised, one, how skilled the other team is. And other teams got some players, you know, that play pretty high-level hockey, you can tell. I just feel like we came out flat, and we're still recovering. You know, the team's too flat right now, and there's no spark. So...
Yeah, Spencer Herncheck, while you're talking, had a goal that I don't think anyone realized went in except for him. And now 10-1 lead here for the Buffalo Tempest. Being on the ice for that puck drop, newer team, the roar of the fans, and the introduction from upstairs from Austin McLean. How cool is it to just, hear the Kennedy thing again, too?
Whenever you hear your name at a rink, feels good, and like, just being around the guys in the dressing room and like seeing, them get ready for a game, like no matter where you play, it still feels pretty cool to play a great game of hockey.
Yeah. Did they have anything special for you in the locker room, like read the lineup or anything like that?
Yeah, I read the lineup and just give my pep talk and try to get the boys going, and I don't think it worked, but again, it's still nice to be there and hear the guys and be around the guys. A lot of memories of being in a dressing room again. So
maybe a second period intermission speech might do it here.
I think I'll send Coach Tim out there. I got one of my guys with me, Tim Riccio, and I might send him in there because I didn't do a very good job, I guess, in the first.
You got to pull your old school Dan Biles model. There's
one.
Cunningham and Schmidt.
Cunningham.
Cunningham shot. Pat Savory on pop shot. They'll score. Dom Glavich first as an Iron City Forge member, and it cuts the deficit to 10-2. That might be the lucky charm here, TK.
Maybe we're turning it around. I don't know. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
Exactly. And Dom Glavich, first game as a member of Iron City, gets one into the back of the net. I know you're a little familiar now being in the broadcasting game. You joined Sportsnet Pittsburgh this year, so how cool has that been to do some panel work for them?
It's been great. This is my first year doing it, but just kind of seeing how it all unfolds behind the camera, and it's still fun breaking down the game. And there's one.
Tyler Hoffman on the back door. 2 goals in 5 seconds. It's 10-3. I don't know. I might have to keep you on here for the rest of the broadcast. But Hoffman off the pad.
Players here on the other team are 14 and 24. They got great wheels. They can really motor these two.
Yeah, Zach Perez and Spencer Hernchak. Kyle Domchak.
Yeah, you can tell they played somewhere, They got good wheels. But it's like, it doesn't matter where you play. If you give a guy time and space, he's going to make you pay. You know what I mean? You guys got to play hard on him.
Oh, shot off the mask there as Perez looked to go up here for his third of the game. Here's another chance pulled on, saved by Richie Vitek, and he'll cover that one up. I think he wears the number 29 since of Marc-Andre Fleury. You see a little bit of similarities there?
Yeah, a little bit. I think his parents are in the stands. I know they're pretty excited for him to play tonight. But again, we came out pretty flat, and if we would have had the jump we had in this period we had last period, I think the score would be a little different.
Slow difference here. 2 straight goals for Iron City. Here's Connolly working into the zone. Up high for Salek. His shot pad save by Burkle. He turned over. Perez works down the right wall. Yes, he is. He's special. 2 goals in the game so far. Both coming in period 1. His only second game of the season, TK.
14?
Yeah, second game of the season. Made it work. Here's Connolly at the blue line. We'll have to go back into the zone. And Iron City will go for some changes. Shifting off the back of the net. Dixon strips it away, looking in front, broken up by Buffalo, and they can turn the other way. You see the scoreboard to the left of us. Iron City has 26 shots on net, and the scoreboard says 10-3. That's only 4 different than what Buffalo has. Kind of crazy, given the circumstance here. Now we have some scuffles in front here. We'll see if someone decides to go.
I love it.
As the ref in to break it up. It doesn't seem like we'll take anybody there, but given the score, you knew this was kind of going to blow over at some point.
You knew we were going to have a little frustration coming out in our game. But it's nice to see a little spark from someone, a little bit of something from someone, which is nice to see. And that, again, we're outscoring them in the second period.
14 Perez was chatting it up a little bit. He's a fight away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Let's see if he'll prevail in that category. Glavich wins it to shoot over to Kurt Schmidt. Schmidt looks for Glavich. Will tip it on net. Blocked down. We'll go out to Myers. For Schmidt. Back to Glavich. Shot rolls wide of the net. 81 Glavich has one heck of a shot.
Big boy, He uses that reach to his advantage, right? The
Played.
slings that shot. He's an IUP kid.
That's right, IUP D1. Set a lot of records for that Crimson Hawks team, including a couple of division championships in the CHMA and a couple of national trips. So go length of the ice for an icing.
We're starting to play a lot harder this period than we did last.
And you came back from an autograph signing as well. Is there any interesting items that you signed or anything interesting on the conversation with the fans?
Not here, but I've signed some interesting things over my years. You know, from body parts to like literally pieces of sausage and stupid stuff. You know, but again, it still makes you feel special when someone wants your autograph.
Here's a chance here for Perez. Walks down shot, shoulder save, rebound pops out. And Iron City now corralling, still can't get it out. Shoot, rolls behind the net. Perez is there, will leave it off. To the point, hold a hand. Goes off his own teammate into the corner. Whistle here. And a high sticking call here on Iron City. I think it'll be AJ shoot off.
Roll a little high there up, got him up in the chin.
No,
the guys play really hard, but there is still a level of respect, you know,
yeah.
which is nice to see.
And TK, here's the story. I'm not sure if you'll remember this or not. Back when I played in Murraysville deck hockey, the 10 to 12 league, you were on the bench with Coach Jim Carlisle.
Yeah.
And you came to one of our games. And as soon as you got there, I took a face-off, won it to myself, and scored off the draw. Went to the bench, and you said, "Hey, nice shot, kid." Probably don't remember that at all.
Yeah. No, that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. I remember going there. I don't really remember what happened, you know. With it.
Just an interesting story that I remember. I remember after I took the ball that I scored with, and I got you to sign it after the game, too.
Oh, nice.
So, another story. A little bit of ball hockey here and there. Nothing crazy, though. Didn't go too far with it. I know Jim Carlisle's kid, one of the best I've ever played with, is an absolute clapper shot from Sorrow. Goes off both posts and in.
Coming down Broadway. Yeah, that was, I don't know what happened there, but he had a lot of space, a lot of time to wind up and make him pay.
Shades of Zdeno Chara on that slap shot. As Sorrow gets his third of the year, it's 11-3 or 7:40 to go.
And their coach, player coach over there.
Yeah. Some teams throughout the league go with a captain coach and then have an assistant run the bench. Other ones going with the no coach. I haven't seen that one before yet. Get a cover out from Vitek here. Shots 33-28. Fast as well. Mount Lebanon Ice Arena. You do a lot there with the kids. Just being in the coaching ranks, I know your kids play there as well. A lot of people look up to you there, and it's pretty cool to see. Going there, I went there once for a high school game, and all the kids on the ice with you. How special is that to you?
It's fun, you know. I still love hockey. I just can't play it at the level I want to, you know. And now I get to live kind of, you know, my hockey dream, or love being around hockey through the kids, you know. And now that I have my own kid, you know, it's all about loving the game. So they never, when they're 30-something, they're still playing.
Bar down, Michael Jordan, his second of the game, cuts the deficit to 11-4.
He took that speech.
I know it's a lot of work, but 3 goals in the second period. They're not going away quietly, and that's all you could ask for.
Yeah, again, that's just being around Pittsburgh, they just care about an effort. You put a good effort on the ice, like, the fans respect that. So I'm glad they're not giving up. A lot of other teams would have folded. Shows a lot of character in that dressing room.
7 goals separation between teams. As you feel that Buffalo knows that Iron City's coming, they're going to try to prevent anything they can here, especially in the physicality column. Here's Hoffman around the wall, leaves it off for Klinger. Flinger chips it up. That will go into the stands. A nice catch.
There's a souvenir for someone special.
Saves you a little money from the gift shop
Yeah,
to the game puck.
Thank you very much
Yeah.
for having me. I appreciate
No,
it.
TK, it's great having you here. I'll give you one more question before you go.
Yeah.
Another story, I don't know if you remember, I went to the Mount Lebanon Ice Arena, and I was the one that told you that Yarmir Yager is coming to Camp 66.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
How was the Lemieux camp to be a part of that? And is that going to be a every year thing now?
Yeah. I think it's mid-February this year. I think they're trying to get Phil Kessel to come this year.
Really?
That'd be really exciting to have him there, but, having Nogs there last year and just seeing how big he is, his work ethic, and, again, when we talk about, youth hockey and, loving the game, I'm not sure if there's anyone that loves the game more than him. He's, 50-something?
Yeah.
Still playing the game he loves at a high level. That's the love. That's love. So, just seeing that through, the foundation of Mario's foundation, it's pretty special.
And just now retiring after this year, too. It's insane work from him. But 6:04 to go. 11-4 the score in favor of Buffalo. What do you think of the jerseys for both teams here?
I like the jersey. I think they got a nice Pittsburgh feel to them. They're
Yeah.
a little different from the Pens jersey, but they're similar. I like them.
Under 6 to go. Cunningham will deflect that into the zone. And they'll move this one up through the slot here. Hrinchak. Turned over to Kurt Schmidt. Now a chance the other way. One of TK's favorite 24 in blue puts one on. Pad stop by Vita. Shoot laying the body will leave this behind that for Corey Myers. They'll play this one around the wall. Stepping up Glavich with the check. Could not get it out of the zone. Shot coming in, deflects wide of that, rebound. Iron City will take it behind. Myers, jousting way, will flip this one out and roll to center ice.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, TK, it's a pleasure. Thank you for coming out here. We really appreciate it.
Man. Maybe I'll see you.
Hopefully soon.
The deck hockey.
Maybe. We have an Army charity game next week, too, if you want to come to it.
Yeah.
Oh. And the beautiful goal there. You're the only one that saw that. But make it 12-4. TK, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. "12-4 the score, as Caleb will join me back on the mic. Did you see who scored that last goal? I was not paying attention.
Neither was I, no. I did not see. I was not watching. I was checking the Steelers score. Which, by the way, is 10-7 at half.
And a quick save there from Vitek. 4:49 to go. Spencer Hurst.
Time of the goal was at 15:07.
A new face-off here at 4:30 to go. Yeah, I don't know the rules of the APHL here, Caleb, but you feel maybe that the running clock will come into effect, but I don't think it does.
I don't know the rules either. This is my first time ever watching the league outside of the goalie fight for Summit City. Outside of that, I couldn't tell you if there is a running clock or not.
But 12-4, during that stretch, though, Iron City getting 3 goals. As I was talking about with TK, it at least shows the team has some fight here.
Yeah.
I know you're down and out, but, getting a couple of goals here on the board, and now the stretch for Zapata, he'll beat out the icing, puts it on, saved by Burkle, and he'll cover up.
Get a little confidence going for tomorrow.
Moving on to tomorrow is just probably the better idea for Iron City, but as you said, you just don't want that double-digit differential at the end of the day.
No. You never want to give up double-digit goals or lose by double-digit.
Off the draw, Mancini to the point for Hoffman. He'll get chipped around. A chance for Holohan the other way. Holohan goes out wide, chance, and he'll roll into the corner.
He should have shot that. He had an angle.
Oh, he did.
He absolutely should have shot that puck.
Just trying not to be greedy, I think, here is one
It-
thing that they're trying not to do.
It is 12-4, so I get it.
Here's Denny Bolu. Goes out wide, looking towards the net for Hoffman as we would drag to the ice. Still no fights yet, but a couple of little bit of scrums, I should say.
Getting a little rougher, but no gloves hitting the ice yet.
3 minutes to go. Shots in favor of Buffalo, 38-32. Another mention is Iron City is not for a lack of chances.
No. From the red line into the offensive zone, they haven't looked too bad. It's the red line to the defensive zone is where the problems start to arise.
Myers for Mancini, he'll dump it down, and we'll go for some changes here. It's Coach Brandon Weimer-Skur manning the helm today. One of the players we talked about in the intro is Dom Glavich. Gets one on the board and had a couple of good looks. I think the more this game has gone on, the more he's settled.
Yeah. You can tell just with the way he plays, the confidence he got playing at IUP for all those years.
5-year starter, couple-year captain, 3-time CHMA champion, 3-time Nationals appearance. The accolades could go on and on for this guy.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about those 3-time
No.
CHMA champions.
Being what, for a reason we're both RMU students, yes.
Yeah, not crazy about those, but no, the rest of them are deserved. Just not those CHMA championships. Not crazy about those.
Yeah, one of them being against RMU in a championship game, the other being, I believe, against John Carroll.
I believe, yeah.
As he was a midseason ad last year on their run when they made it to the championship game. And I think a very crucial part of why they went back-to-back. Here's Shoot winding up. Pad stop made by Burkle. Herncheck swings it to his backhand. He has a hat trick tonight. About to chip it out of the zone. Scardino plays it down low. Scardino on net, off the behind of Kiffner, and almost behind Vitek.
Vitek did not see that puck until the absolute last second.
So the worst thing as a goaltender.
Yeah, it gets the heart rate going when the puck just hit you. When the puck just hits you, you're not expecting it.
Clean win there by Glavich off the faceoff. Looks to go back to Jordan. Has 2 goals on the game. The leading goal scorer for this Iron City squad. This will be an icing on the Forge. 1:08 to go until you guys can go back to the Steeler game.
Which, by the way, I spoke too soon, is now 13-7 Bengals with 18 seconds left in the half.
Sorry to the Buffalo fans, the Bills aren't playing. You're stuck with the Steelers.
You
You guys have nothing to play for anyway.
But this game matters to us a lot because if the Bengals are to win and wiggle their way into the playoffs, they will make the trip up to Buffalo to play.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Which, as a guy who likes the Bills, wants nothing to do with the Bengals.
You'd rather play the Broncos.
Anybody else other than Joe Burrow.
It's going to be that team where they'll put up a 50 spot on you, but you have to win the game 50-45.
Yeah, they can put up 50, but you can put up 60.
Exactly. Luckily, I don't know how the Steelers only let them 13 so far. Not sure if the rest of the starters are not, 'cause I know the Ravens won. So the division's out of reach. The big hit thrown by Sorrow on Schmidt. And thinking maybe you'd see an answer there from somebody, but
Maybe
let it go. Ventura walks in, shot stick saved by Vitek. I know I saw 2-1 USA still. And,
Yeah, in the third period now.
hopefully the Americans can hold on. Like I said, something we can all agree on in terms of sports is them hopefully defeating Czechia and playing for the gold medal game tomorrow. Thankfully, it does not interfere with this game.
Thankfully.
And that's zeros. That's the end of 2. 12-4. 3 goals from Iron City to at least give them some life going into the dressing room. Final thoughts here before we head to our brief intermission.
Offensively, it looked better. Defensively, I think they're taking too many just runs at guys, trying to get physical. And instead of trying to chase the big hits a little bit more, just let them come to you. Play the puck a little more. And simple stuff, but keep your stick on the ground.
Yeah.
I've seen a whole lot of sticks up at the waist, which ain't doing anything. So a couple fundamental things to fix up here.
So the end of two. Shots 42-33 in favor of Buffalo. They lead 12-4 going to the dressing room. We'll be back for the second period just after this. That's not funny at all. Yeah. What's the? We're running. Third period. Here we go. As we have a new working camera that our camera person will make their way up here now to give you a better view of the ice than that GoPro. I'm Caden McCroy alongside me, Caleb McCabe. 12-4 the score here at the 1940 here in the third. You know, I'd say 3 goals in that second period gives us a little bit of life.
Yeah,
Going third.
little bit of hope, little momentum going into tomorrow.
We hope that this is better. We're not sure if it will or not. We know the Wi-Fi for us has not been great here today. I know there's an audio echo that may have been fixed. It may not have been fixed. I'm not really sure.
We'll find out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We hope it's better. Like I said, everything's a work in progress. We know it's not great. I know a lot of people are mad. It's not our fault. We're the ones that kind of just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It sucks. But hopefully it's better. We really hope. And still a third period to be played here at the Brady's Run Ice Arena. And these two teams will face off again at 12:45 tomorrow. Here's Danny Boland. We'll skate this one up ice. Looks to drag his way through, taken away by Granville. Granville goes cross ice. Shot comes in. Vicic makes the save. And we'll cover up at 18:43.
Not super sure on Beaulieu's decision to carry that one instead of moving up to Glavich, who was stretching the weak side of the rink.
Coil finishers and admission part of your Garnet City Forge.
We know the scoreboard says 10-4. It's 12-4. That's just something that I don't know if it changed over yet from the guy that's running the scoreboard upstairs. Or maybe just giving his team a little bit of leeway. Instead of a 6-goal or an 8-goal deficit, it's a 6-goal deficit.
Maybe
2 goals didn't count for just because.
it looks a little better.
Flying stick from Schmidt. Chance the other way. Houlihan takes this one out wide. Cunningham loses it to Granville. Team owner and captain. Chance in front. Glavich will knock it down. Now the way comes Boland. Behind the net. Be picked up. Tempest look to move up ice. Scarpino. He chipped forward. Coulter will knock it down. Hoffman looking for Dixon. And here they come the other way to the Tempest. Tumbling is Myers. Shot coming in. Save made. Perez looking for that third goal of the night. Winds up again. This will flutter off of the snack booth to our left.
Take out the guys running the snack booth.
Everyone will race. Oh, they'll throw the puck back in. They'll deny the souvenir. Interesting take down there.
They got the Cheetos down there. They don't need the puck. They got the food.
They're selling the food, though. Different. There's Hoffman off the draw. We'll fling this one all the way down. Ventura back, so no icing. Dixon enters the zone. Offsides. They say maybe Hoffman a foot ahead there.
I was just about to say that looked offside.
Let's do it again. Outside the zone here. So you mentioned earlier, we said that Glavich was the only player on Iron City with a bubble. There's 2 bubbles I could at least see on the ice and 1 cage.
Yeah.
As that puck will exit. And this time the fans will elect the souvenir.
Yeah, a lot more of the Buffalo Tempest players are wearing either the bubble or sport in the cage.
Would you go bubble or cage?
What?
Would you go bubble?
No.
You going visor?
Oh, yeah. For sure. I got used to it playing ball hockey over the summer, and I don't think I could go back.
Caleb in his Plum High School alumni game was rocking the visor.
Rocking a visor.
He's a goalie, for those of you who don't know him, but played forward in that game.
Had an assist as well.
There you go.
Assist and a +1.
That's some good stats. Maybe Dr. Michael Joseph might have taken a look at.
Maybe. I was laying the body on the current head coach
Oh,
Getting a little revenge for mine back when I played.
you'd say you'd be the one that's kind of would know what it's like with Iron City here, facing them north of 50, 60 shots a game, because that's plum high school hockey in a nutshell right there.
Yeah, I had a game. I faced 93 shots. We lost 2-1 in a shootout.
Save percentage looks good.
Oh, it looked incredible. I had people texting me for weeks asking what had happened in that game that we gave up 93 shots and lost 2-1. I told them I hit my prime for about 2.5 hours. Could have played in the National for those hours. It's only been downhill since.
Still enough to play Acha 1 for RMU. Danny Soltez had a game earlier in the year where he stopped, I believe, 57 of 63 or something along those lines.
Something like that.
So he had a heroic game. Shot goes to Herncheck, and he'll score. Herncheck nets his 4th of the game. It's 13-4. He had 12 goals coming into tonight, Caleb. Is this any surprise that he has a 4th spot?
No. It is. If you told me coming into this one that they were going to score 13 goals, I'd bet on him to have a few of them.
Now up to 16 goals. I know he's one of the leaders in that column. I know a couple of Toledo mobsters are in there as well.
Buffalo goal scored by number 19, Spencer Ritzak.
Here's Cunningham. Looks to roll this up high. Down low, Schmidt. In front, Glavich shot. He scores. Dom Glavich, his 2nd of the game and his 1st career game with the Forge, and they get it right back. This is a guy who could really thrive, I think, in this team.
Yeah, I agree. He looked like he was setting in a little bit throughout the first period. But since then, he's looked right at home.
Greg Vogt, who was injured in the Summit City game, the first one, did not play in the second, played a little in this game, and now is in street clothes on the bench.
City goal.
So without a defenseman is Iron City. Here's Kiffner. We'll take this one back. Kiffner walks it into the zone around Jordan. Puts one towards the net that'll ricochet off the high glass and stay in. Saros shot blocked by Schmidt. Hoffman at center. Leaves it for Salek. Jake Salek steps up, shakes off the check. Hoffman's shot will go into the netting and out of play. 15:08 here in period number 3.
Not a bad period for the Forge. Definitely better than the first period. That's for sure. Can't be feeling too bad going into tomorrow. Just hoping that I imagine Soltez will get the start tomorrow. Has a little bit of a bounce back game.
4 goalies on the roster. Joe Baylor was one that had a couple of games under his belt. Soltez, it seems to be the renowned starter. And they have also Cody Silvis, who is not dressed in any games yet. Maybe he might get a go.
Maybe. I don't know what you do. After giving up 13 goals, you can kind of pick anybody.
Soltez seems to bounce back in those type of games, though, so I would assume they'd go to him.
That would be my guess as well.
As for Buffalo, it seems it'll be Dylan Waugh, who has not played at all this year as well. So he is the lone backup goalie tonight for them. I would presume he gets to start tomorrow, which will be very cool to see. Imagine maybe 2 first career starts. First starts of the season.
Yeah.
Deflected. Icing is waved off. Zapata reaching forward as well as Salek. A roll behind the net. Here's Connolly. Goes all the way down for Zapata. He will tip that towards the boards while his line changes. Off the giveaway by himself. Will leave it off for Dixon. Dixon for Zapata off his boot. Now Bolu walks the blue line. Bolu puts it on. Pad save there by Burkle. Along the wall, Whipple will play this one out. Excuse me, that was Howlett. Some guys on that Buffalo bench who've not seen the ice a lot are starting to make their way into the game. Dixon will fling this one towards net. It'll ricochet behind and around to the wall. Mancini. And Howlett can clear. Bolu up ice. Mancini looks to walk it in. Gets that stripped away by Scardino. Hoffman puts it towards the net, and getting in the lane was Dominchek to put it into the net.
Ty Hoffman has had a couple good chances in this game that he's easily could have buried one.
Top line back onto the ice. Glavich wins the draw to Cunningham, to the point to Myers. Turns it over, and here comes Granville. We'll drop this one off. Tic-tac-toe. Granville can't complete it.
It was just in his foot. Or they had scored a beauty of a goal.
Schmidt chasing it down. Kept alive by Shoot. AJ Shoot has a goal to his name this season, the defenseman. And it'll be covered up here by Burkle. Yeah, face off to the left of Burkle here. Right, left circle. Glavich looking for the hat trick, something IUP fans are used to seeing. Here's Shoot. Looks to play this down low to Cunningham. The old battle gets some help now from Glavich, who's really flying across the ice. Shoot. Cunningham. Glavich scores. Hat trick. Dom Glavich, welcome to the APHL. 1, 2, 3. Count them up. What a debut.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's the way to make that's the way to make an entrance.
It hurts the heart a little bit to glaze on an RMU or an IUP player as much as we have today.
It does. It does. Hurts my soul a little bit.
I feel that with Soltez sometimes too.
Yeah.
Great guy, great goalie. But you remember what school he played for? RMU fans, you go, ooh.
It's just like,
Michigan attempt and just couldn't hold on to it. And the Iron City faithful not happy as Logar really wanted it. Michael tried to line him up. I think now is where we start seeing some extra wax.
Yeah, it might get a little chippy now. After you start attempting the Michigan, when you're up 13-6 and you're trying Michigans, there's going to be a physical toll to pay.
Offsides is Buffalo or not.
Apparently not.
Shot comes in, Vicek save, and they will cover up. And now Hoffman will exchange some words with Logar, but nothing there. He'll stay on the ice. If you're a betting man, do you think gloves drop here at 23 and somebody?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Iron City goal.
Off the draw, stop there by Vicek. And he will cover it up and hold on.
53. 12.
Shoots, getting an assist as well. Schmitz.
The goal was 7.
Shot comes in, Vicek with another stop. For save percentage purposes, I think he'll take those.
Oh, he'll absolutely take those.
Benny Cunningham and Allen shoots. 7:20 out.
Salek wins it. The draw goes back to the point. Scardino shot blocked away by Zapata. And here comes Connolly down the lane. Leaves it off for Jake Salek. For Connolly, now to Salek once more. Looking for Zapata. Pass broken up. The St. Vincent connection almost making Buffalo pay. Here's Hernchek. Takes the shot. That ricochets around the wall. Keep saying 19 Spencer Hernchek, one of Tyler Kennedy's favorite players to watch, as well as number 14 Zach Perez. behind the net. Looking in front, and Logar will score. As now 15-6, as Logar puts in his third of the game. That's a hat trick.
And with that goal, they're now outscoring both the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow. For Buffalo, this is their highest scoring game of the year by at least 4 goals. Their other highest was 10-5 against Toledo. As that'll deflect off the box and out of play here. We'll reset here, 10:51. For Iron City, though, this is now officially the most goals they've given up in a game.
But on the positive side, it's also the most they've scored in a game. So you get the offense, but you give up the most defense. You just got to put the two of them together.
At least with the addition of a guy like Glavich, that goal scoring seems to be a little bit easier now for Iron City. Here's Kurt Schmidt, the captain. Puts this one on net. That'll be blocked away by Wilkins. Out of play it goes.
I saw 28 on the Tempest trying to hook Dom Glavich as he's skating up the ice. All I'm thinking is nothing that man can do to Glavich, he hasn't fight through in an RMU IUP game.
That's an every minute occurrence when he's on the ice. Shoot, couldn't settle, and now Whipple will beat him to the puck. Whipple, turning. Looks up high, has Losel. Losel down low for Whipple. Couldn't get a piece of it. Kiffner, taken away by Shoot, looks for Cunningham. They can escape the zone, or almost, I should say. Whipple settling atop of the circle to the point of shot, and save there. As Losel got mixed up with Glavich, they'll skate away on their own terms.
I think if you're hoping for a fight, Dom Glavich is not the man who's going to do it.
Yeah, take that helmet off right off the get-go. Or if you want to try to punch through a bubble.
I mean, you can. It's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt Glavich, but you can try it if you want. He ain't going to feel it.
No, not one bit. He could go down for all we know, and he still, in his case, won the fight.
Yeah.
He didn't take a beating. Just under 10 to go, and Daniel Schmidt got rubbed along the boards the wrong way, and he's going to limp his way to the bench.
Yeah, that hit behind the net hurt him.
First game for Schmidt, and already down a defenseman in Vogt. And I believe Forsyth as well has not played much at all in this game, and that's now down 2 defensemen. Jordan will tap it in, no penalty, as both benches thought maybe one way or the other something would be called. We do have a power play sponsor, but I have not been able to say them yet, so maybe we're saving it for the right time as Bolu gets crunched along the boards. Dixon puts it on net. Save made there by Burkle, and crowd will disappear off that one.
As number 4 for the Tempest was skating back with a vengeance. That was a Herb Brooks style back check there.
Kyle Wilkins, the man that wears number 4, is one of the fan favorites for the Tempest, and I can think you can see why.
You know, I can see why. He's the kind of player that you love if he's on your team, you hate if he's on the other team.
I'll say good for first career goal today for him as well. As you heard the bench when he did score, how loud they got.
Blew up for him.
Buffalo goal scored 23, Andrew Wilk.
All right, Selleck leaves it for Zabata. Did not go, and now Howlett will chip it in and go to chase it down. Oh, Forsyth's at home with COVID. Oh, thank you for telling us that.
Oh.
So yeah, definitely they were down to 5D. So yeah, he's not going to play tomorrow. That is pretty much a given. You wonder the status of Vogt going into tomorrow. We see Myers has dropped back to D. Tom Ford is hurt. So the only scratch player is Isaac Stevens. You'd presume he jumps back into the lineup.
I would assume tomorrow then, yeah.
Here's Salek coming into the zone. Just about 8 to go. Up ice, they'll turn it over. Denny Beaulieu will settle. He'll wind up, take a shot that goes off the Zamboni doors. It's an absolute cannon of a shot.
It was a missile. It went right off that GoPro that stuck to the glass back there.
Knocking down our equipment. Glavich for Schmidt to Cunningham. Back to Schmidt, holding shot, rebound there, and can be cleared out by the Tempest. A-plus chance for the top unit, but now a 2-on-0 the other way. Myers trying to get back. Shot comes in, and they'll score. Zach Perez goes upstairs on Vitek, and that's his hat-trick goal.
He has been all over this game. Every time I look up and the Tempest have the puck in the offensive zone, it's usually him having something to do with it.
So he'll toss that puck into the bench to celebrate his hat trick. I presume his first with the Tempest, since this is being his second game played. That was one thing that caught TK off surprise. This is only his second game of the year. And he scored 3 goals like it's nothing.
Really?
Pretty insane stat for Zach Perez. An impactful player when he's in the lineup.
Yeah.
Caught along the wall. Glavich and Smith trying to dig it out. It'll roll to Benny Cunningham. Looks to put it on that. Glavich digging. Still loose. And Burkle can get across and cover up.
89, Kyle Redmill. Time of the goal was 12:33. Perez from home.
Shots 58-45 in favor of Buffalo. Myers looked to turn it up ice with that taken away by Houlihan. Shoot. We'll pick it up. Chips it off the wall for Glavich. Forward 4 shoot. Rolls up the right wall. Shoot. Takes it behind the net. Looking for Kurt Schmidt. He cleared down the length of the ice, and now Jordan will have to settle. Jordan looking. Goes to the middle to Kurt Schmidt. Schmidt looks to put it in. Taken away. Coulter will intercept. And here they come up ice. Coulter to Cunningham. Winds up shot. Ricochets off a pad. Coulter rebound. Pops free into the corner. Taken away by Granville, and they'll push. Down the right wall, Perez looks to dance in. And Schmidt and Jordan combine to take it away. Schmidt knocked the stick out of the hands. Nothing called. Usually that's called.
Not quite sure how that's legal, but I guess when it's 15-6, everything's legal.
Saw the ref down there just roll his eyes when he saw that stick go
I think
flying.
he scratched his nose, rolled his eyes, and moved on.
Klinger for Jordan, and that rolls behind an A-plus chance here for one of the newcomers in Matt Klinger.
Klinger was looking to line up a Tempest player there.
You know, IUP players love to play with energy and physicality, especially the D3 ones that Matt Klinger was a part of.
They're a different breed. They're born on it.
D3 hockey, as much as you don't think, oh, it's probably not physical, that's probably the most physical. As that puck will roll into the stands and it'll bounce its way down, and now, will anyone elect to go get that puck? Yes.
Little kid's going to go grab it.
I want a puck. If I could, I'd throw my headset off and go chase that down.
I mean, you can go fight that kid for it.
He'll sell it to me for $2 with a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah. Trade him for a bag of Funyuns or something down there.
Vitek will make the stop off the draw. Oh, a miscue. And Bolu will recover. Chip up ice. Mancini races down against Sara. Will continue pushing it. They'll roll behind the net. Mancini turning. Looking up high. Stepping down is Mike Hoffman. His shot is blocked away. Here comes the Tempest. Putting it on. Save made by Vitek. To the point. Logar winds up. Save by Vitek. Sara will send this one around the wall. Dixon racing to it. Pushes it forward. Wanted Mancini. Will be played back in by the Tempest defense. Bolu to clear. And that'll hit off a Forge player. Good job by the coaching staff to duck out of the way there.
Shots now 61 to 46 for the Tempest. That's a lot.
Usually you'd say a lot to a little, but that's a lot to a lot.
It's a lot to a lot, yeah. That's what I was saying. I can't remember if it was on air, off air. I got nothing. From the red line to the offensive goal line, the Forge have looked pretty good. From the red line to the defensive goal line is where all the problems have shown up.
His offense, as you said, it's been the best in terms of goals for in a game.
It is not often you can have 46 shots on net, 6 goals for, and lose by 10.
And now Andrew Logar will put it in. They make it 16 to 6. That's his 4th of the game. At this point, you think both teams are ready to call it a day.
Yeah. Both teams are thinking about sending someone back to the locker room to fire the showers up, get the hot water going.
Here off the draw, Iron City still wants to maybe get a couple and not make it a double digit. Schmidt puts it on, save made, pops out into the corner. Klavish for Cunningham. And it'll be turned over, and now here come the other way. Whipple across the blue line. Sends it on. Blocker stop there by Vitek.
16:06.
Ventura gets lined up by Cunningham and shoot. He'll misplay it, and he'll pop out to center ice. Myers gloves it down. High stick, not called. Ventura miscue. Cunningham will race him. He'll win it, and by his lonesome will try to make some magic happen. Gets thrown to the wall hard by Scardino, and he'll at least throw his glove back to him. Good sportsmanship there.
Give his glove back to him, yeah.
You don't see that with the same team, or a different team, I should say.
Different team, yeah. That's a rare one.
I got to give the Tempest credit, though. They've been very calm, and they've shown a lot of sportsmanship throughout this game. Like, they have not taken runs. They have not taken... You even heard them talk a lot. Like, you see there, they're throwing equipment back to the other players to help them. I'll give them a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, overall, it's been kind of shocking. Like, right there, 28 could have lined up that Forge player and murdered him. But he didn't.
Jordan tumbles. And penalty coming up. Salek gets mixed up with Losol. And will we see a power play coming up? Oh, wait a minute. As I said that, now Ventura has some words for the Iron City bench.
Well, to be fair, that was an attempted knee-on-knee hit. So
it was.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. I'd be chirping the bench too. I could be just skating by the Penguins bench, and if someone tries to knee-on-me, knee-on-me me,
you're gonna hear it.
I'm gonna chirp them. I don't care who they are.
Under 2 to go here. Conley shoves his man in the wall. He'll joust with Howlett. Here's Daniel Schmidt. Will play it around the wall. Looks for Conley. To the point, Wilkins. Walks, sends it down low. Broken up by Zapata. Foot race. Out of the net comes Burkle. And he'll play this behind the net. Smart play. Also very dangerous play.
Oh, yeah, as a goaltender, I can say that in a 16-6 game, you won't catch me dead outside of that crease. No chance I'm going anywhere. Because this whole clean game thing, yeah, that's cool and all. Until all it takes is for Zapata to think, you know what? I'm going to change it and run me into the next area code. It ain't happening.
Thankfully, he didn't.
Thankfully. But I wouldn't even have put myself in that position.
I see some chirping between the guys now. With a minute to go, there's just going to be more of, I think, a mouth game than anything else.
Yeah, I don't think it'll amount to anything.
Salek will fan on the attempt. And it doesn't seem likely at this point, but thank you to our sponsor. Just one more sports bar. Wait.
We got a Forge power play.
Is it a Forge power play?
I think so.
As I said, my sponsor, I got to do it again.
Well, now we get to do it for real.
All right, to the box goes Kyle Dominchek, and it's time for the first and probably the only Just One More Sports Bar and Grill power play. Thank you to our sponsor. They get a double one right there.
There you go.
Since they didn't get one throughout the game, they get 2 and 1.
They get 2 right now in about a minute.
Left circle they elect. Glavich the face-off. Schmidt to the right. Cunningham left. At the points, Mancini and Michael Jordan. Here's Cunningham. For Schmidt. Walks the top of the circle. To the point to Jordan. Jordan holding. Gives it to Glavich. Glavich takes it down low, retreats up high, takes the shot, saved there by Burkle. 30 seconds here. I know it's a shortened power play, but at least one that they look to build on. Mancini pinned along the wall by Wilkins. They look to milk out this clock. It will come out to Kurt Schmidt. Up high to Jordan. He'll wind up a shot. Deflected wide. Rebound for Mancini. Saved by Burkle. Schmidt. 10 seconds to go. Looking for Mancini. He'll be cleared. And Vitek will come out of the net. Slight challenge by Holohan. He'll flip this one to center. And that'll do it. Your final 16-6 in favor of the Buffalo Tempest. Given the circumstance, Richie Vitek had a solid game for himself. His first of the season, he had to come in cold, and he faced probably at least 40-plus shots.
At least, yeah. Yeah. For first, overall, not bad. A whole lot for the Forge to build on.
Score Buffalo 16.
Both teams will head to the dressing room. They'll go back again tomorrow at 12:45. Final shots on goal, 64-49. That's just unheard of, I think, in a game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Howard City, 49.
As some players will gather at center to handshakes. I think if you're an Iron City fan, there's one thing you're hoping right now, and that's Dom Klavich, Daniel Schmidt, and Matt Klinger come back to play for this team again.
Yeah, that's the hope.
And they'll head off the ice, and we'll wrap up our broadcast here. Thanks for joining us. I know a lot of difficulties with our Wi-Fi just going in and out constantly. We have a working camera again. Audio hopefully fixed itself, but we made do. And we at least pulled off a live stream. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, we got there. We made it work.
Shout out Caleb McCabe taking the hour drive up here to get our little warm-up in before the RMU season starts again.
Oh, yeah.
As you officially go on to injured reserve.
I don't know yet. We'll have to see.
Okay.
Maybe.
Of course, shout out to Tyler Kennedy for coming out here tonight and joining us on the broadcast here for a little bit. He got to do some commentary with me, which was cool. Tell some good stories. Reminisce on some moments with him, like ball hockey moments at Murraysville with him. Pretty fun.
I remember those moments.
Oh, yes.
I remember those.
But I'm Caden McCrory saying so long. We will see you tomorrow at 12:45 warm-up time, I believe. So if the stream goes live at 1, that's why. Please don't get mad at me. I know people last time were like, where's the stream? Wait, it's warm-up time, not start time. But thank you all for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.